Hey, hi guys. From group 4. So our video presentation is about the movie The Impossible. So check it out.
So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for the primary source, we need to find the two evidence. So first one is written evidence. The book, The True Story of Survival, published in 2010. This book was written by Maria Bellon, who is the author and also the survivor of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami in the Khao Lak, Thailand. This book tells the real experience of Maria Bellon and her family while on a vacation at the resort in Thailand. So for the second one is the oral evidence. To add the information, filmmaker J.A. Boyana has introduced his team to interview the victim who survived the tsunami. With this, they provided the more additional information obtained either in the term of physical and emotional aspect faced in the victim during the incident or after the incident. Through information obtained from the various survivors, the filmmaker aimed to get a broad perspective and ensure the authenticity of the film portrayal of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami tragedy.
For the strength and the weakness of the movie. The strength, the movie shows us the atmosphere of the after effect of the tsunami. The movie showed us how messy the whole place was, how packed the hospital was, and the amount of people crying for help, and how stressful it was at the hospital. For the weakness of the movie did not show us how difficult it was walking around the area that was affected by the tsunami. The people in the movie were walking around the area with ease without checking to see if the path had any sharp objects or anything that might harm them. Okay, so for the test of credibility.
Well played, bro!
Test of credibility is a way of determining whether the source is reliable or not. Okay, so for our first source, the book The True Story of Survival by Maria Bellon. So this book seems to be a reliable source for knowledge on wilderness survival. This is because the book has several citations from various sources, and the author itself, Maria Bellon, is an expert in a profession. So the book's writing style is also factual and unbiased. So for oral evidence is a useful information that can be used concerning tragedies like this 2004 tsunami. When given thorough consideration, it can offer viewpoints of lives of the survivors that aren't available from other sources. But this method also has its disadvantages. There are many important factors to be considered upon using this method. One of the factors is the emotional state of the victims. Trauma victims could still be traumatized, and they will be unable to provide accurate and trustworthy information. For the second factor is language barrier. So it will be challenging to communicate effectively with the interviewer when the victim does not speak the interviewer's language.
According to my research, the
Look at this dude.
facts in the movie are mainly in line with other sources about the 2004 tsunami in Khao Lak. I've prepared two facts from the movie that are consistent with other sources. The first is the date of the event. According to the film, the tsunami occurred on 26 December, a day after Christmas. As you can see in the scene, they were celebrating Christmas Eve, and then the next day, the tsunami hit Khao Lak Beach. This is consistent with other sources such as Dave Bruce's 2018 article. He explained the history of the tsunami in all of the places that were affected by the tsunami in this article. It was 2004, the day after Christmas, he said in his article. Other sources such as a discussion paper prepared by Banupong Niniprava in August 2007 agree with them. They also claim the same truth, which is the tsunami that struck 6 southern provinces of Thailand on December 26, 2004. As a result, this fact is consistent with other sources. The second fact is the presence of foreigners in the film. As you can see throughout the film, there are many foreigners. There are a lot of foreigners, including the main protagonist. According to an article posted by Dave Bruce in 2018, stated that there were a lot of foreigners during the event. He writes, thousands of European and American tourists had flocked to the beach of Thailand, Sri Lanka and Indonesia to escape the winter chill in a tropical paradise. Furthermore, a discussion paper written by Banupong Niniprava confirmed that there were a lot of foreigners. According to the article, a large number of foreign tourists were among the dead and injured because the tsunami hit some of the Thailand's most popular beach tourist resorts. Other sources such as an article written in 2014 by Alexa Moses agrees with this statement as she discussed her own experiences during the tsunami. Our resort had about 250 tourists staying in it and maybe 60 Thai staff, she said. Thus, the presence of a large number of foreigners in the film is consistent with other sources.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay!
So in this section, we'll have a choreographed dance as seen in the film. There were many foreigners who were killed in tsunami. Is it true that a large number of foreigners died in the tsunami? Let us investigate. So, there are numerous papers that discuss this in my investigation. Adriana Friedman is one of them. So, Adriana Friedman, 2020, wrote an article about what occurred to Maria Bellin and stated that 2,000 people died. Another piece by Dave Rose discusses that the amount of victims or the death tolls in Thailand was nearly 5,400, including 2,000 foreign tourists. So as a result, this source can confirm that many foreigners were killed in the tsunami.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Please. Thank you. I'll be very quick, I promise.
Yes?
Brian?
Yes, Henry, thank God. How are you guys?
Did you hear from anyone yet?
No, Henry, you're the first to call. Is everybody all right? Henry?
Maria and Lucas are not here.
What do you mean, not there?
The water came and swept everyone away. And I found Thomas and Sam and Lucas.
Henry?
I don't know what to do. I don't know where to look for them.
Henry, calm down. Henry?
Look, Brian, I have to go. 'Cause lots of people need to use this phone, okay? I'll call you later.
So welcome back to my part. This is anachronism. Anachronism for this movie is an example is when Thomas, played by Ewan McGregor, is using a Nokia 1110 branded phone when trying to call Brian to confirm the whereabouts of Maria and Lucas, but to no avail. The Nokia 1110 phone wasn't invented until 2005, but the 2004 tsunami that was hit Thailand, that was the subject of the film, happened in December 2004.
For you, one reason that led to the event. So, for the reason, the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami was caused by a strong underwater earthquake. That occurred off the Indonesian island of Sumatra. This is when the Australian and Indian tectonic plates converged. It produced a big 9.1 magnitude earthquake. So this was a strong megathrust earthquake which will only happen when a large ocean plate slides beneath a smaller continental plate. This earthquake abruptly raised the ocean floor by as much as 40 meters, which sparked a huge tsunami. So this tsunami killed tens of thousands of people of Thailand, India and Sri Lanka. But after 8 hours later, the second and final tsunami happened, which happened at the South African shore, almost 5,000 kilometers from its Asian epicenter. The total fatalities were about 230,000, making it one of the fatal disasters in modern history.
I'm a good boy, yeah.
Mày để lùi vào bán luôn. Mày đây em. Vô vào đây. Mày đây. Cho mà đi.
Thank you. Thank you.
The implication from the impossible movie is
Let's go!
that the tsunami had caused disaster preparedness and residents to get increased attention. So, the tsunami 2004 region had created a very long-lasting impact on the history of its region, and it sparked the creation of new early warning systems. The need of protective techniques was to alert people to potential calamities was made abundantly in the wake of tsunami. As a result, in various numerous regions, the Indian Ocean region had produced new earthquake and tsunami tracking systems, as well as they made use of satellite data and other technologies. Since the tsunami 2004, they have used these systems in saving lives.
These are some examples of additional historical sources. In this section, I will show you some photos from when the tsunami hit Khao Lak Beach. As seen on December 26, 2004, around 10 a.m. on Khao Lak Beach. The photo shows signs of a tsunami, such as when there is no water at the beach. People in this area are still not running away from the tsunami since they were unaware of its signs. So they just stand there, staring at the strange thing occurring at the beach. They were just standing there, not knowing that the thing could kill them. When they sensed danger approaching, some of them began to flee.
Miten kauas ne ehtii tonne?
Okay, so for this section is about the fact. One fact from the movie. So you can see that in the movie it's about tsunami in 2004 that hit Khao Lak, Thailand. So did it really happen in 2004 or did it really hit Khao Lak? Unfortunately, yes. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami did indeed hit Khao Lak, a tourist destination located in Phang Nga province of Thailand. So, Khao Lak, along with many other coastal areas in the region, experienced significant devastation and loss of life as a result of the tsunami. The tsunami was triggered by a massive undersea earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia on December 24, 2004. Their powerful seismic activity generated a series of deadly tsunami waves that radiates across the Indian Ocean, affecting the coast of many countries, including Thailand. Thailand, with its beautiful beaches and resorts, was heavily impacted by the tsunami. The massive wave inundated the coastal areas, causing widespread destruction of buildings, infrastructure, and vegetation. The town suffered significant casualties, including both locals and tourists who were in the area at the time. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami is one of the deadliest natural disasters in history, and its effects were felt across multiple countries, claiming hundreds and thousands of lives.
If there is one thing that defines in the movie, it is clearly shown that it is timeless. It is clear that when Lucas and his mother heard a boy trying to help, they got him into the hospital. So the lesson here we learned is that we should be kind to each other no matter what, irrespective from where they belong to, whatever their caste is, their gender, the nationality, etc. It shows that we should show our humanity and become support system for each other in at times of problems and strife.
Tamatlah pembentangan ini. Terima kasih kerana setia mendengar hingga ke akhir. Tidak seperti dia yang membawa harapan dan pergi pada saat akhir.
Thank you for the happiest year of my life. Thank you for the happiest year of my life. Ooh.
Wait.
Why?
We got one more clip to show you.
Check it out.
Yo, shit, I think I
You think only boys have JJ?
Girls also have JJ, you know.